Good people, good people. Salute, Texas T, lovely. I see you in the building. Let me go ahead and get this started. I apologize for being late. My meeting ran a little bit longer than supposed to. But let's get into this. Salute, Gary. Salute, Cuzzo. This live is going to be a very interesting live for several reasons. One, I like to say happy birthday to my grandmother. Rest in power to my grandmother, 92 years old today. Happy birthday to her. And I definitely want to say publicly, I appreciate everything that you've done for my siblings and I. Definitely noteworthy and definitely not forgotten. Which leads me to the reason for this conversation. I've been trying to make sure that the tough love message gets pushed out appropriately, because I believe that what we're doing over here is very valuable. I believe it's very balanced, and I believe it's also very needed. So I've been doing my research, and there's something called YouTube Studio. If you're a content creator, then you know what I'm talking about. You go into YouTube Studio, and it lets you know all of the suggested viewership of the people that follow you. And it was interesting when they showed me who the suggested viewership was. One of them was Kwame Brown, and the other one was Sister T. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I can't really salute. I can't really tell you guys the last time I actually sat down and saw a full Kwame Brown video, or the last time I sat down and saw a full Sister T's video. However, I do realize that what we talk about and what we do over here is just a little bit different, you know. But this brings me to my next statement. I truly believe this is not a social media problem. I believe this is an American problem. You know what I'm saying? That predicates on how we treat one another, the things that we do to one another, the things that we say to one another, whatever case may be. And it baffles me, because I believe that we don't realize how the YouTube is now turning into a situation where they're not playing. It's not a game. You know, before we could kind of say whatever we want to say, get away with it, ha ha ha, you know, jokes on you, pie in your face. But now it's a situation where things are becoming a lot more serious. I did get a chance to see a clip that was sent to me from Sister T in reference to saying that she's going to kind of back away from the beef and go into another direction. I've seen a couple YouTubers saying the same thing, and I say salute to you. Kudos to you, and I applaud that effort. I think the real issue is, I think that we feel that what we do on YouTube, we can explain away in a courtroom. Like the judge, the prosecutors, the jury, everybody's going to understand what we do here on YouTube is just for entertainment purposes. It's just for fair use. It's just public information. And I think that we don't realize how dangerous it is, what we do. I think we don't realize that us bashing one another, us placating on exposing and disrespecting and hurting other people, I think we feel like once we get into the courtroom that that we're going to be able to explain it to the judge, and the judge is going to be like, is that it? Is that all? You're right. You exactly right. I think people don't understand how hot the stove is. You know how you tell your kids, hey, listen, don't touch that stove. It's hot. Stay away from that stove. It's hot. Well, I'm here to kind of give you that insight. I'm here to kind of tell you, tap you on your shoulder and say, hey, listen, you might want to, not do that because it's hot. The block is hot. And as you start seeing things like, people being incarcerated or people being sued and just all this stuff, I'm just asking this serious question. Is it really worth it? Seriously, is it really worth it? Because I'm starting to ask myself, are people happy in real life? Because I notice that the people that do the most vulgar things, the most disrespectful things, I never see them in a family environment. I never see them doing anything happy or exciting. So I'm starting to ask myself, are these people happy? Now I know a lot of people say, hey, whatever you decide to do on your channel is what you decide to do on your channel. And I get it. Everybody's not on here trying to be leaders. Everybody not trying salute. Everybody not on here trying to help people or empower people. And they don't believe in that. And I get it. I get it. Well, let me ask you a question. This is to all my content creators out there, right? If today is your last day promoting your content, what does your content say? Let me say this again. If today is your last day on earth, God forbid, something happens to you, what does your content represent? Well, I would like to think that my content represents my legacy. I would like to think that my content represents me as a father, represents me as a veteran, represents me as a black man, represents me as a citizen. So I'm just asking this simple question. Don't just come in. I want y'all to sit down and let me slow walk this thing. Right? What does your content represent? If something was to happen to you and your children, your co-workers, your family members, your friends, they go to your page and they say, this was the last thing my son or daughter did, my husband or wife did, my friend or my colleague did. Would they be proud? Now, hey, I know you're here just for entertainment. I know it's all jokes and fun and game, but why does entertainment have to be so disrespectful? Why does it have to be at the expense of a mother or a father? I watch people say, ha, but this is the same mother or father that's catching a bus to work every day, that's making dinner, making breakfast before they leave, and when they get home off of work, cooking dinner, but we're laughing and joking and exposing them because they don't have a car. Ha, you and your kids stay in a 1-bedroom house. Everybody got to sleep in the same bed. The way we disrespect each other is sad. And I know a lot of people, oh my God, the things we say to each other. And what's so crazy about it, can you imagine the effects of what we're saying actually being taken to a courtroom, and you're standing there and they're playing your videos, they're playing all the things that you felt that was necessary to do for attention, that was necessary to do for a standing ovation. Now I get it. There, like social media is therapeutic. Especially if you don't have a support system around you, you don't have nobody to talk to, you don't have nobody to give you that round of applause or that attaboy or hey, salute. I get it. You got somebody to listen to you. And then some people have found a way to say, you know what? I found that being negative and hurting people, more people listen to me. So you attracted a bunch of negative, hurt people to listen to you. And now that's the routine. That's something that you keep going. Because I always say, a clock could be right twice a day. A broken clock could be right twice a day. And so sometimes you can get tricked into a situation. You get tricked into a situation. It's like, oh man, this person really resonates with me. And then you find out that, this is just for entertainment. You laugh 1 or 2 times and it's like, oh, okay, this is for entertainment. And then what I've noticed is people started going too far. At first, it was like, okay, you standing up for yourself. Cool. But then you took the baseball bat with the nails in it and you kept hitting people over top of the head. Now you're seeing blood and guts and it's like, whoa, you're going too far. And that's what a lot of our content creators are doing. They're going too far. I want to put this challenge out there, right? I want to put this challenge out there. How come when it comes to like the black sectors of YouTube, it's all about disrespecting one another? And I'm trying to figure out, is there a white section in YouTube that does the same thing? When it comes to gender wars, when it comes to disrespecting one another, is there a white section? Like, can you name 10 men that's white, 10 women that's white, that's all in the same group, and that's all they do all day, every day? And what's so crazy to me is, the second that a white man or a white woman calls us a name, we in an uproar. Black Lives Matter. But on a daily basis, we disrespect each other, and black lives don't matter. But these are the same people that are so proactive and loud about how we're against the gays. We got an issue with the gays. We got an issue with police brutality. We got an issue with white people. We got an issue with this. But then turn around and say, let me expose you. Well, now I'm going to really get deep for y'all. Check this out. People exposing things that they're guilty of. That person late on their bills. Okay, but you behind on your rent. That person is on child support. Okay, you don't see your kids. And it's almost like a checklist of insults. You ever notice that? You sit back, there's almost like a checklist of insults that for some reason applies to everybody you got a problem with. It's almost a checklist. Oh, you touch kids. You got bad credit. You filed bankruptcy. Your wife left you. Your husband left you. Your kids retarded. You was in jail. It's always the same check. It's like a checklist people read off to say against one another. And I'm just like, at some point in time, you got to ask yourself, right? How can we hinder more than we help? How can we break more than we build? Now, it's one thing to disagree, but why is it always at an expense of being disrespectful? Now, I push this message out to you guys because I want people to understand. Like, you have people in your comments, and they're there to hear you speak. They're there to hear your perspective, right? They're there to hear what you have to say, right? No matter if you decided that you was a leader, right? No matter if you wanted to be one or not, the second that you turn on that camera and you get people in your audience, right? Those people want to hear what you have to say. Why does everything you have to say have to be detrimental to other black people? I'm asking questions here. I'm asking questions. And what I'm doing is I'm actually promoting a narrative here. And that narrative is every time we get a reaction video, the reaction video is negative. Let's talk about why so-and-so exposed so-and-so. Let's talk about why so-and-so said something about so-and-so. Well, how about we react to something positive? How about we promote something positive? How about we push a different narrative so that way when we got other cultures and nationalities looking at us, we can say, well, damn, they are together. Imagine if Kwame Brown, a Sister T, Arma, I'm just throwing names out there, right? Imagine if these guys had said, you know what, today, this week, we're going to talk about home ownership. We're going to talk about home ownership. Imagine if Damn D do a reaction video off of that. Imagine if Uncle Suge edit some stuff and do a reaction video off of that. Do you realize the energy that would be put on home ownership? Y'all stay with me. Stay with me. Imagine if we talk about how to fix your personal credit, how to gain business credit. Can you imagine the type of reaction videos and what message that sends across the nation? Now, a lot of people say, man, yo, tough. You way too optimistic, bro. But see, here's the thing. I got a whole lot of stuff that I could be sitting here mad about, that I could be sitting here pointing at black women and pointing at black men about things that have happened to me in my life. But the thing about it is, I'm very fortunate. I know you guys, salute to my sister, Miss Coco BX. If you guys have been following her, then you understand that she's been breaking down a lot of our family heritage and, a lot of stuff, and just full of raw energy. I'm a little bit more polished than my sister or whatever case may be. But that comes from being a 20-year Army veteran, and I'm gonna get into that too. But she gives it how she needs to give it, and there's a lot of people that appreciate her for it. I love her for it. She definitely has a great spirit and a great attitude. So if you guys have, some of the moderators, if you could drop her link, I'm sure she's probably gonna catch the replay or pop in here at some point. But if you could drop her link down in the chat, that'd be awesome. Don't just come in, be a part of the conversation. Hit the like button. Let's do this. Let me slow up. Let me grab something else. A lot of people say that they're in character. They're in character when they're online. I'm in character. I'm in character, right? And it's so interesting to me that, do you stay in character more than you stay in your real life? Salute to everybody coming in. Do you stay in character more than you stay in your real life? I can't imagine someone that's happy with life, someone that's excited about living and waking up and being able to move around and drive and have freedom and family and friends and traveling. I can't imagine that person then flipping into this character that goes into, I hate black women, I hate black men. I don't see how that fits into your life. I don't see how that fits into your life. What I think it's a lot of hurt people hurting other people, attracting hurt people. And here's the thing. I think instead of promoting healing, you promote the extension of hurting. And for some reason, standing on someone else's back, laughing at their pain, makes you feel good. Now that's some wicked shit. That's some wicked shit. Now I sat back and I sat back to listen for understanding. I sat back to comprehend. I didn't want to sit back and reply. So I actually sat down and I watched a couple content creators or whatever. And like I said, salute to the ones that said, you know what, I'm done. I'm done with the beef stuff. I'm moving on, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Salute to you. But let me ask you a question. All the time and the energy that it went into, the hours, the research, right? Was it worth it? Was it worth it? I always say your content is your character. Was it worth it? I'm just asking some serious questions right now. Was it worth it? Because to me, it's like somebody reminded me, Tough Love, you were saying the same thing damn near 2 years ago, bro. And for some reason, these people, like you see some people who basically, when they fell out with certain people, they start saying the same exact thing you were saying, but didn't want to give you your props or a level of at least some middle understanding and say, okay, I understand where you're coming from. And what shocked the hell, I'm going to be honest with you, what shocked me that they were saying, oh, hey, I'm a veteran too. I said, whoa, wait a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, I am a retired warrant officer, Army warrant officer, 20 years. I have had a plethora of soldiers, both directly and indirectly responsible for. I've been to Iraq and Afghanistan both twice. I'm a father of 4 daughters. I was in foster home, group homes, juvie. So I've seen a lot. Gangs, I've seen a lot. So when Kwame Brown had said that statement, what did he say? He said, I'm one hell of an N-word. Let me tell you why that resonated with me. And let me tell you why I asked him this question. I said, Did you self-proclaim that, or did the people around you say that? Like my sister tell me, oh, hey, you one hell of an N-word, bro. You one hell of an N-word, bro. Like my siblings tell me, you know, people in my foster homes and people in the middle, yo, you was one hell of an N-word. Like they tell me that. I didn't tell myself that. So that's why I was asking, like, did you self-proclaim that? And ain't nothing wrong with praising yourself and boosting yourself up. But I just want to know the background behind the title. I want to know the background behind the title. Salute to everybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying? So I know where you're coming from. I can understand where you're coming from. And I always like to say I'm fair and impartial, because anytime you see me make a statement about anything, I've always said I agree about this, I disagree about this. But for some reason in the black sectors, disagree means I hate you. Disagree means disrespect you. Disagree means to violate you and expose you. And it's the most toxic shit ever. And I'm so excited. I'm so... The situation has helped change the narrative on how a lot of people function on YouTube. The Sister T thing has helped change the narrative on how a lot of people function on YouTube. The freedom of speech should not be the freedom to harm. It should not be the freedom to expose. It should not be the freedom to belittle. It should not be the freedom to disrespect. But people have taken that freedom and abused it. They've used their platforms in the most heinous ways, and then they sit back and say, you know what I'm saying, ain't y'all proud of me? Aren't y'all excited to get to the next person we're going to do X, Y, and Z to? We're crashing out on a daily basis, and none of these people in the comments going to be with you in the courtrooms. None of them are going to help you explain to the judge, to the jury, to the prosecution, oh, well, we were just having fun. It mattered that much to do that much to somebody else that you don't know. We all got problems. We all got things that we dealing with. We all got reasons to be mad at the world. But the thing about it is, some of us are still optimistic. Some of us been through a lot of stuff and said, man, shoot, I know that I'm thankful to be here right now. I know that right now, you know what I'm saying, I could be thinking about a whole lot of negative things, but I ain't going to do that. I'm going to look at this thing. I'm going to look at the glass instead of half empty. I'm going to look at it half full. I'm going to be excited about my life. The fact of the matter is, promote who you are in real life. Promote who you are in real life. If you're excited in real life, then shouldn't you be excited and happy online? If you're a good person, you're a good woman, you're a good man, you're a good father, you're a good friend, you're a good wife, you're a good husband. If you are these good things in real life, what media, the only thing that we discuss and only thing that we promote is bad. That seems like an oxymoron. Y'all don't think that's a little disingenuous? If you are a content creator and you are brave enough to start a channel, you are courageous enough to show your face, and you start speaking to people, whatever, do you realize that today could be the last day that someone hears your video? Let me explain. I'm gonna get to the chat in a minute. Just give me 1 minute. Your video could be the difference or the straw, right? That keeps families together, keep people from getting divorced, keep people from committing suicide, keep people from thinking that, you know what, you're right, it's hopeless. Black women ain't this and black men ain't this. Your video, somebody has for some reason took a liking to what it is that you said. You remember that clock being broken and being right twice a day? So they found you on that two times a day being right. And now it's like, okay, cool, I'm here. What you got for me? Well, we about to expose some people. Then the first time it's like, ha ha ha. Second time, ha ha ha. Then it starts to get darker and darker and darker. Talking about dead parents, talking about unborn kids, talking about police records and all this other stuff. It's like you're the only person allowed to have a pass. Nobody else. Just you. You're the only one that has allowed to mature through life. Because obviously you were spoon-fed. Obviously everything that you got was given to you. And I've seen people like that. I literally had someone tell me that they were given a house, they were given a car, right? They was given money or whatever the case would be. Ha, 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 look at me and look at you. And they lack self-awareness. They lack going out and getting it. They lack getting it out the mud. And you know what I noticed? That when people work overtime at damaging other people's character and reputation, not only are they guilty of the same things that they're accusing somebody else of, they never teach anything. They never help anybody. They never promote, hey, listen, make sure y'all going to counseling, talking to somebody and healing. Like I hear people talk about things and I just be like, damn, that don't sound bad to like it's like people in the chat just like so happy to hear that pain come out your mouth. Like, you ever seen somebody online and it's like they look dead? They like you don't look happy at all about nothing. This goes from senior citizens down to young people. Like, it's like, what's going on? What's happening? And it's like nobody is encouraging nobody to seek any type of professional help. Everybody is like, and here's the thing. I don't just blame the content creators, y'all. I don't just blame the content. I don't just hold them responsible. YouTube has this thing coming out. And I want to let y'all know, the content creators, listen up, right? And when you got lawyers, you get this type of information. Whereas if your channel was reported, right? It don't need to be struck, but if your channel is reported for hate speech or whatever it's reported for, whatever case it be, we talk about AI all the time, right? YouTube is making it easy to sue people. Let me say that again. YouTube is making it easy to sue people. So people think like, okay, well, I'll just say a bunch of stuff. I'll do a bunch of exposing and disrespecting or whatever case it be, and then I'll just put the video on private. Or I'll just delete well, if someone reports your video, guess what YouTube does? It saves it now. It saves it. And put you in a database where now that AI is watching your channel to see how many times your channel gets reported. So now when you get your lawyer, you now contact YouTube and they send you a copy, not only of the URL, but a copy of the video. A copy of the video. So now all of this, you need to screenshot and self-record and all this other stuff. But the thing about it is it worth it? Guess what else is coming out? IDing commenters. IDing commenters. That you know how you can sit in there and just make up a fake profile and just go in there and say a whole bunch of stuff and support whatever content. Oh yeah, let's support the bashing of black women. Support the bashing of the black community. Support this hate and support that hate. Well, now YouTube want to know who you are. Now they want to know who you are to make it so that way you can't promote hate speech. Do your research. Do your research. Tasha K has changed the narrative on a lot of things. And what it did was open up a plethora of people suing people just because people are slandering people's name. People are being cyberbullied. People are being... And here's what's so funny. If you exposing somebody that has... I'm exposing the problems in your life. Let me ask y'all a question. Who in the chat that don't have problems in their life? I appreciate that. It's just me. Who in the chat is perfect? Who in the chat is above reproach? I've had failed relationships. I had issues with paying bills. I have issues at some point in time with depression. I have issues at some point in time with baby mamas, baby mama drama. Who in the chat is perfect? I know y'all not going to hit the like button because I know there's too much like real. Who in the chat is perfect? In what chat do you find a bunch of perfect people? You exactly right, Diva. We human. So imagine me laughing at your pain when I got my own pain. But here's the thing. This is how you know people are not healed. Because there's no way in the world I'm about to challenge you as a father, knowing how hard things can be. There's no way in the world I'm going to challenge you as a mother, knowing how hard things could be. No way in the world I'm going to challenge you and disrespect you about life, knowing how life could be. Let me tell you something, and my sister backed me up. She probably already told this story anyway, right? We used to be in our home, had no food and no lights, going to school, right? I used to either go to the corner store and steal candy bars or candy, something quick I can grab for us to eat for dinner. Or I had this lawnmower that I stole. I'm telling on myself, I'm snitching. I'm about to piss somebody off. If they come and get me, I'm done. All right? I was like, it was years ago, but I'm telling you right now, if they say, oh, we knew you took our lawnmower, you son of a... You took our lawnmower, you mother... But I took the lawnmower, I hid it in this little side street or whatever case it be, and I used to get the lawnmower, I used to go cut grass, right? I used to go cut grass so I can get a little money so that way we can have food. I used to, make it at the crib when grandma was off at a beauty salon doing what she was doing or whatever case it be. So I say that to say this. We all been through some hardship. We all been through something. And I noticed that all this exposing going on, nobody's helping nobody. Nobody cares about helping anybody. Tough love says, hey, bro, I ain't trying to tell you what to do. And I don't want to disrespect you into doing it. You do whatever you want to do over there. That's you. But here's the thing. Is it worth it? Is it worth going to jail? Is it worth going to court? Is it worth being sued? Is it worth it? Where are the happy people? Where are the optimistic people? Where are the people that's actually building? I don't see people like we on this phase of shock jock. We on this phase of needing attention. But here's my thing. If you got people in real life that's applauding you, that's saluting you, that's giving you your some type of level of validation or support, it's not a need for it online. Like you accept it, like whether it's 2 people in the chat or 2 million people in the chat, you accept what comes. But the thing about it is I feel like there's a lot of people who use this as some type of therapy, but they're not promoting healing. The people in the chat not promoting healing. You're literally, we are literally, ladies and gentlemen, we are literally watching people get donations to hurt other people. I'm gonna let that breathe for a second. I'm gonna let that breathe for me. You know, my daughter asked me, hold on for a second. My daughter asked me, Daddy, who's Cynthia G? I said, what? She said, who's Cynthia G? She said, when I was at, I ain't gonna say their name. When I was at such and such house, she was listening to a lady called Cynthia G. So of course, I put my daughter in the car, put her in the car seat. And I went and I talked to the mom and I said, "Excuse me, were you listening to Cynthia G?" And she said, "Yes, I was. I find her very amusing." I said, "Great." I said, "Great. Do me a favor, right? If that's what you're into and that's what you believe, then you ain't got to worry about my daughter coming over here." Ladies and gentlemen, we are doing some dangerous stuff. We are doing some things that we're setting the precedent for the next generation. This is why this upcoming generation has no respect for authority. They have no respect for elders because we don't respect one another. We go out our way to disrespect one another, and then we expect the children to do as we say and not as we do. We listen to the most vile things and then expect the children not to be vile and disrespectful and wild. In the black sectors, now I don't know, people say, okay, that's the Kwame Brown sector, that's the Sister T sector. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the tough love sector. Everybody else got a sector. Because I truly believe that there is something good in all of us. There's a voice, there's a testimony, there's something good in all of us. There is something that we could be talking about that really brings people together, and it's not to bash other people. It's not to hurt other people. It's not to disrespect other people. There are things that we could do to really make a special movement and make a statement for the community. Don't tell me you work in your community, you work in your community. No, because we got people in my community that listen to you. You got people in your community that listen to me. Now, as far as I'm concerned, this message right here, this is a worldwide message. This to black people in real life and to black people on social media. We need to stop this. We need to stop it. And again, I'm not saying you better stop it or else. That's on you. I'm saying, is it worth it? YouTube is doing a great job at outlining their policies and rules and regulations to make sure that when you get sued, they don't get sued. Hey, black people, you listening? Hey, content creators, you listening? They're making sure that when the lawsuits start flying, they knew better. They knew better. It was all in the rules and guidelines and standards what they checked on. We emailed them and they confirmed that they got it. They knew better. You're not going to be able to explain it away. You're not going to be able to it away. The people in your comments that's hyping you up to crash out, they not going to be there standing with you talking about, nah, you ain't going to do my content creator like that. Bro, they gonna be laughing at you. The same thing that you was promoting in your chat about laughing at somebody else's pain, they gonna be laughing at you. They're gonna be laughing at you. And you're gonna be sitting in the damn jail cell looking, talking about, damn, was it worth it? Ladies and gentlemen, that's my question. Is the content that you promote worth it? Is it worth it? Now, when I see the reaction videos from this right here, I'm hoping that we got some people that can understand where I'm coming from. That don't try to make their message or alter my message something negative. This ain't nothing negative. This ain't nothing about beef. This ain't nothing about this, that, and the third, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Either you're guilty of it or you're not. Right? But I try to say, like, listen, try to be as consistent as you can because somebody may be listening to your voice. This may be the last message that they get. And the thing that I want people to hear is me bashing another black man or a black woman, anybody. This ain't just a black channel. Salute, salute. This ain't just a black channel. I hate to bust your bubble. 20 years in the military, I worked with some phenomenal people from all races, nationalities, backgrounds, and genders. Phenomenal people. Phenomenal. So it kills me how this black man can hate this black woman and then turn around and talk about white people. As if white people are the problem. It kills me when this black woman can talk about this black man and then try to rally everybody up to talk about white people. As if we ain't just see what we saw. As if we lack understanding. As if we lack the knowledge to say, bro, that ain't right. That ain't right. People whole lives spread out on social media because you had a disagreement. You had a disagreement. Ladies and gentlemen, people don't always have to agree with you. They don't always have to agree with you. But don't disagree with me to be a part of it. Don't disagree with tough love to be cool with somebody else as a grown man. Don't disagree with tough love to be cool with somebody else as a grown woman. Don't disagree with tough love to be down with that person or that person just to say, oh, I'm down with them. This is my clique and my crew. At some point in time, shit just get a little bit funny. It just gets a little bit weird. And I'm going to be honest with you. If you say, let me salute to all my veterans out there. Salute to all my veterans out there, bro. You don't know how many birthdays and special occasions and funerals and anniversaries that these guys are missing. And I know people feel real good, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I heard somebody, they sent me something, and for some reason I never saw it, but I recently saw it. And it was something that Kwame Brown had said about me being a veteran. Fake veteran, toy veteran, or something like that. and I want to address this respectfully, right? When I entered the military, I entered from a foster home. And I remember my foster mother, telling me that, are you sure you want to do the Army thing? You should just, go to college from here. And I said, nah, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do this or whatever case may be. I feel like this is a great opportunity for me to network, get out there and just, see the world or whatever. This is a kid from Bronx, New York, not really, not really, I wasn't really able to travel and get out or whatever case may be. So I thought this was a great opportunity. 20 years later, here I am. But the fact of the matter is, I've done some phenomenal things. I've been some phenomenal places. And I know a lot of people be like, well, you chose that profession. Yeah, I did. I did. But what a proud profession to choose. I never seen a fake veteran. I never seen other veterans allow anybody to disrespect other veterans. I've never seen that before in my life. I've never seen it. We've been responsible for taking young men and women and grooming them to become leaders, responsible adults, to be able to protect their family and provide for their family. Some of these people I keep in contact to this day that say, hey man, hey, thanks Chief. Hey, thanks Sarge. And you've seen them blossom and grow or whatever the case may be. But I can always tell you that I was always in a fight. I was always in a fight. If it's time to do push-ups, it's time to do push-ups. If it's time to run, if it's time to shoot, if it's time to give an order, I was always in the mix, always in a position where, hey, it's time to do what we need to do. So when I heard what was said, I was kind of like, now I don't knock anybody's career choice. I don't knock how you provide for your family. But I personally never seen other veterans not care about leadership, not care about responsibility, not care about accountability. Like I never seen other veterans say, well, I'll go against you as a veteran just so I can be cool over here. I've never seen that, bro. I've never seen that. And this is what I'm talking about. We're not going to agree on everything. But I do realize it's a carpe diem moment. I mean, seize the day. That means People are living like tomorrow is promised to them. Like there's an entitlement situation that tomorrow is promised to me. And it's not. And all of the time that we're wasting with the buffoonery, all the times that we're wasting with this, well, let me give you my man's point of view, my woman's point of view, my status point of view. And really it just boils down to, bruh, are you hurt? Ma'am, are you hurt? Because everything shouldn't sound like pain. Everything shouldn't sound like chaos. Everything shouldn't be a detriment to somebody else because it makes you feel good about you. Especially when you got a network of people around you that say, bro, we barbecuing this week. Hey, bro, we gonna fly to Vegas. Hey, bro, we going fishing this weekend. We going bowling. You got a network around you, so I don't need to get online and build a network of hate when I got a network of love. I don't need online and be a shock jock and say, well, I'm just gonna say a whole bunch of crazy shit, and then I'm gonna act like I'm in a community, and then I'm gonna say, oh, well, you know what I'm saying? Let me say, I've never seen anybody rally behind people that says they wish harm on others. I've never seen that. I've never seen any group of people rally behind a man that say they're going to hurt, that say they want to hurt kids. I don't know how ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. There is a zero tolerance. If you are hurting kids, it's a zero tolerance. Ain't no, oh, this happened. Ain't no, oh, maybe that. If you hurting kids, it's a zero tolerance. Not just for black people, but across the board. We need to start setting those zero tolerances in place. But it should not just be a zero tolerance for that. It should be a zero tolerance for bashing people. It should be a zero tolerance for exposing people. And the great thing about YouTube, I'm telling you it's coming. You've been warned. YouTube is getting to a zero tolerance policy. YouTube is going to make you stand on whatever it is you're promoting by yourself. And I'm going to be honest with you. If you think those lawyers and judges are sitting there talking about, oh, I get it. Yeah, that is funny. Nope. Those fines are going to get steeper. The jail time is going to get steeper. And I'm telling you right now, you better hope they don't find a way to incorporate some felonies or misdemeanors with that. And what's so sad about it is the average person don't have $5,000 for a retainer fee. I just think about all of the things that's happening right now. That if there was a united front, how that would look. How that would look. Imagine reaction videos to something positive. Love languages, credit, buying a home, starting a new relationships, healing, healthy healing, self-awareness, self-care, physical fitness. There are so many niches you can go into. It don't have to be bashing and disrespecting. I think people under this impression that when they're bashing someone else, for some reason you think your character it goes undone. Your integrity, it goes undone. It goes unrattled, unscathed. And that's not how real life, that's not how it works. This is not how it works. I wish we could get excited about actually loving and respecting each other. I wish that saying something positive wasn't taken as, oh my God, he's disrespecting me. What? But that's the mindset, ladies and gentlemen. And if that's a grown up, if that's a grown woman or a grown man's mindset, imagine what our kids think. Imagine what our kids think and how they react when we as adults can't even see, the thing about criticism is that people do things deliberately to hurt you, right? They do deliberate things, right? Constructive criticism, like I literally watch, and I'm not gonna call out the the person's name, but I've watched a person go from chat to chat. I've seen this before. I've seen it. They go from chat to chat. And in that chat, they would be saying the most craziest things. And then for some reason, this is when I was going live like a year ago. And then to come to my chat and be like, well, let me say some disrespectful shit, like I'm adding to the conversation. So you don't challenge people when they are clearly out of line and disrespectful, but you want to come here and challenge people. Now, I don't mind a good conversation. If anybody wants to talk to me one-on-one, my email is going to be in the description. Feel free to reach out if you want to have a real conversation. No schematics and drama and what all that hollering and yelling. Like I am not interested in it. But I'm hoping that some content creator is brave enough to sit down and say, man, I watched Tough Love's video and he made some good points. He made some good points, and it is about time we start taking some self-accountability. Some self-accountability. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the condom. I'm the condom. I'm the birth control. I'm the prevention from you crashing out. I'm the prevention. Let me say that again. That's a good sound bite. I'm the condom. I'm the birth control. I'm the prevention from you crashing out. I don't want to see you crash out. I don't want to see you in handcuffs. I don't want to see you get sued. I don't want to see you get your channel taken down. I don't want to see it. So I try to, hey, I'm the condom. I'm the birth control. I don't want you to crash out. I'm the person that says, hey, the stove is hot. Don't touch it. You getting close. Don't do that. But I understand some people would rather get burned because it's more prideful. Ego. I'm going to touch it anyway. I'm going to go in a raw anyway. I'm going to have sex with this anyway. Okay. Well, you're going to be you the one going to end up getting effed over. You're going to be standing there looking crazy when they say, oh, well, we now hold you responsible. We now hold you accountable since you can't hold yourself accountable. You see what I'm doing here? Since you can't do it yourself. Imagine if these same people lived in your community that's always arguing, fighting, and cussing each other out, whatever case it may be. I don't want to get rid of the police. No, thank you. I'm not signing that document. No, ma'am. No, sir. I'd rather have them. I just deal with them. I just deal with them. Because my brother right here, he going to expose me even though I'm trying to be positive. My sister right here, she going to expose me even though I'm trying to be positive. That's what they on. And then to come to find out, when they get exposed, they had some of the same things wrong with them. What? We not, you know what it was funny to me. This is what's funny to me. And I appreciate y'all hitting the like button, right? And I'm sorry I'm not looking at the chat. I just want to, say what I need to say. You look at somebody's life and you decide that you look for the worst stuff you can find, right? You know what's interesting is that when we go to exposing someone, you know what's so funny about it? We never expose none of the good stuff. Us as black men and women, when we're going at each other, right? We never expose none of the good stuff. We expose you don't have a car, but we don't expose you're catching the bus early in the morning, right? You're taking the bus back to get your kids off to school. It's always we expose the negative, but we overlook the positive. You ain't got no money in the bank, but all your bills are paid. But we expose the fact that you ain't got no money in the bank, but your bills are paid. Shouldn't we be applauding that person? Shouldn't we be, hell yeah, That's what I'm talking about. Go mom, go dad, go brother, go sister, go cousin, go human. I'm telling you, I sit back and I listen, and sometimes I'll be like, somebody asked me, why did I take a hiatus off of YouTube the second time? And again, I got a contract overseas, but you know what? It came at the right time because mentally, I've never seen so much hate on a repetitive basis. I've never seen so many people have problems to where they don't even want to talk. They don't want to talk behind the scenes. They want to make videos and go back and forth. And it's like, I'm like, people getting off on that. It's entertainment in the chat while they say, oh, yeah, this is funny. This is funny. I remember I had that situation. And shout out to Lonnie. Lonnie's been sharing my videos. A lot of other content creators been sharing my videos, coming through, stopping by. So salute to them or whatever case may be. And we'll get into that portion of the conversation. But I remember when Lonnie had said some things about, me or whatever. And I remember my response video back to her. There was no malice. There was no hate. There was no disrespect. It was like, hey, man, I wish you well. And these are some of the things. And she started doing it. I said, start posting your workout videos. You know what I'm saying? Show what you do. And salute to her for doing it. Salute to her for doing it. I'm telling you, I'm just a different breed. I just see things different. I know if I don't wake up tomorrow and this is my last video, this is the last thing I get to say to my children, the last thing I get to say to the world. Bro, let's work together. It's no need for that. Because a lot of y'all don't even hate each other. And a lot of y'all in real life going through the same shit. But you so busy trying to be down with the crew, the clique, the gang, right? You so busy trying to be down that you can't even sit down and listen to a video and say, damn, I went through that same shit. We have an opportunity to do something special. You as a content creator, you are the people that subscribe to your channel. We have an opportunity right now to do something special if you want to do it. To do something special. Like this video. Share this video. Tag your favorite content creator and ask them to do a reaction video to this video. Tell them don't put a spin on it. Just respond to it. Because I believe that everything in this video is something positive. For men, for women, for the black community, for citizens, for fathers, for mothers, for children. I believe there's something in here that you can say, you know what? We wasting a lot of time using a lot of hate. And to be honest with you, man, I'm hoping that we get an opportunity to promote healing. We got a lot of smart content creators, people that do research, people that say, I know people over here, and I got reach over here, and I got people over there. And it's like, well, you don't know no psychiatrists, you don't know no life coaches, you don't know anybody that can come on your channel and talk real. If you don't value being a leader, you don't value being a role model, you don't value being a protector, a provider, or a man or a woman, okay, cool. I do it. I'll do it. Hey, y'all subscribe to Tough Love channel. He got some things going on over there, some good things going over there, where you can come get a balanced perspective, not have my perspective, but think for yourself. You understand what I'm saying? So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get life. It's time to give life another look. It's time to do another reassessment. It's time to reinvent yourself and say, how am I spending my time? Now, granted, I don't want to tell you what to do. I don't want to tell you where to go. I don't want to tell you how to talk, how to live. I just want to tell you, stop wasting time. That tomorrow is not promised. How you are with your life is your legacy. And if your legacy has anything to do with continuously hurting other people, continuously exposing other people, continuously digging in people's past, and then trying to embarrass them. That's ooh. Let me tell you about karma. There are certain things in life that we hope to God that we live to see. I took my daughter, well, both of them. I took them to the museum, and they were so excited. They were so excited to see President Obama in the museum. And I just remember going to doing a little school trips or whatever case to be, and I never saw anybody that looked like me, unless I went to the of course, the African Museum, African American Museum. But I never saw anybody on there in the president, stacks that looked like me. So I got a chance to see that during my lifetime, right? But I've also been able to see a lot of karma happen. A lot of people that have me personally have done me wrong, have done or slighted me. I've seen karma hit them. And here's the thing. This is what karma does. Karma skips you and affects your children. You laughed at that person not having a car, right? Joked on them, embarrassed them, right? And then your son or daughter goes out and get into a wreck, and they not only do they not have a car, they can't walk no more. Karma. It skipped you, but it affected you as well. Watch the energy that you put out. Watch the energy that you promote. Because sometimes it don't come straight to you. It goes to your kids. It affects your parents. Watch the karma that you promote. I'm not telling you got to be perfect. Hell, I like to joke too, goddamn shit. I like to joke too. I like to, be with the shit that. But here's the thing. When you go overboard with it, when you become addicted to it. See, Facebook is like a Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all of this stuff. It's almost like I need that high. I need that next hit. Somebody came to YouTube and they were hurt about something and they decided to vent. Somebody else who said, you know what, man, I've been through some shit too, man. I feel you, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and subscribe and I'm a like, bro. Every conversation is about being hurt. There's no conversation is about healing. Somebody disrespected you, right? Every conversation is about disrespect. There's no conversation about healing. Somebody lied on you. Every conversation is about lying. There's no conversation about healing. You and the people subscribed to you are steadily reliving whatever damaged them. And as a person who can't sit back, then that means you lack self-awareness. You lack understanding about how people move. Salute, Shug, I see you. You lack that understanding. When you get to a place where you've come from a long way, right? A long road, and you get to a place where it's like, man, I'm so happy I can pay my bills on time. I'm so happy my kids ain't sick. I'm so happy that my wife or my husband, hell, they out of jail. I'm so happy that we got employment. When you get to that place, shouldn't you let people know? Shouldn't you be able to promote that? But some of y'all scared to tell your testimony because somebody gonna take it. Oh, he said he was in a foster home. He said he didn't have no food to eat. He said, what is his kids? Kids were sick. What's funny? Am I missing a joke? Can somebody help me with am I missing a joke? My message is clear. My message is clear. You know what I'm saying? None of us are perfect. The majority of us, I would like to say, is trying to live our best life. Sometimes people need help living their best life. Sometimes people need to shed light on how to live a better life. You don't leave ashamed. I'm hoping you can sit back, enjoy the conversation. My moderators, salute to my moderators. Thank you very much for rocking with me all this time. Being a part of the conversation is not trying to throw a bunch of disrespectful stuff in the comments. And again, like I said, YouTube is cracking down. You say certain stuff, it automatically get blocked. Salute to YouTube. But if you get past the cracks, moderators are there. But I encourage the conversation. I applaud the tough conversation. But a tough conversation ain't a disrespectful conversation. It ain't an I expose you conversation. It ain't I got a bunch of tricks with the microphone and muting you and all this other crap. It ain't, oh, let me throw this on the screen so I can try to embarrass you type. It's none of that. It's about promoting solutions. It's about understanding that we can disagree, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to disrespect your family. I'm not going to disrespect you. I'm not going to disrespect your character. And I see that's the go-to a lot of times in not only America with black communities, but here online. And all I'm asking for is a little help because I can't do it by myself. I'm not asking you to rearrange, to convert your channel into a positive channel or else. I'm not saying none of that. So if you do a reaction video, Tough Love is trying to tell us what to do. How dare he? Who do he think he is? He don't have no authority. I'm a man. I'm a woman. God, calm down. You doing way too much right now, bro. Calm down. Calm down. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you are being reminded that these things are necessary. These things are valuable. That healing, promoting healing is a good thing. If you want to beef and joke, then cool, do that. I'm just telling you that there are a lot of people that's hearing your voice, and we can do a lot more than promote hurt. That's where I'm at with it. So if you see a reaction video and it ain't promoting that, then that lets you know the mindset of that person. Again, you don't have to agree with everything that I said. However, it's a lot of stuff, about 90%, probably high 90s, that I'm saying that definitely should be appreciated. Again, if anybody wants to have a conversation, I'm open to have a conversation. My email's in the description. If you're coming here, please hit the like button. Please come out the whatever you is, the bushes, the whatever. Come out, hit the like button, and support the channel's growth. I believe, again, we give people flowers. We agree sometimes, we disagree sometimes, but we never try to do anything disrespectful. Right? So if anybody's ever felt that Tough Love did some out of line, way out of line stuff or whatever, I wanna just say I humbly apologize. I humbly apologize. There's a big picture. And the big picture is that we as black men and women, the black community, we need to do better. I'm hoping that you understand my message. I'll definitely check out the comments once I review the video. And other than that, unless somebody has some questions for me, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to sign off. So if anybody has something for me, I'll stick around for another 5 minutes. Again, thank you for everybody who's in the chat now. Everybody that's come through, that will come through. I really appreciate your time, and I really appreciate your energy and the fact that you added to the conversation on certain things so that way we have a great level of understanding. And salute to I'm glad I just mentioned it. Salute to all the content creators. Salute to all the content creators, no matter what content you put out. Salute to you all. I'm hoping that you guys understand where I'm coming from. This is not to put anybody on the chopping block. Again, I feel that good news should trickle down. Healing should trickle down. Right? Love and respect should trickle down. So wherever you feel like you at on the chain or whatever case may be, if you put it out, the people who follow you will follow. The people who follow you will respect it. And I just want to be a reminder. I want to be a level of prevention in regards to saying, before you crash out and get yourself in trouble, trying to impress people you've never met, trying to get a standing ovation for the most horrendous things, I want to remind you that it's not necessary, that there's another way. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. It don't look like it's no question. So thank you for the message. Please hit the like button. Great live. I appreciate that. I'm about to get out of here. You guys have a great night. And I'm hoping that you guys get a chance to check out some other videos or whatever the case to be. Again, tag your favorite content creator. Let him or her know, hey, come check it out. Feel free to do a review and tell me how you feel about certain things, you know, or whatever the case to be. You agree, you don't agree, or whatever. I'm just asking that you keep it respectful. Until next time, y'all, dot up. Salute. Peace out.